Hey guys, Rebecca Overson here for part 2. We did a live stream yesterday in response to Alyssa's question about why do massage therapists keep discounting their rates, and it was so much fun that we decided to continue on today because I only had a few minutes yesterday to address it. So let's talk about a couple other reasons why massage therapists keep discounting their rates. And let me just pick up where I left off in the previous video from yesterday. So if you missed that, go back and watch it. But so one of the other reasons massage therapists don't charge enough is because they have no clue about their numbers and they're not thinking about their business as a business. So yesterday I told you guys that if you want to take home, say, $4,000 a month, arbitrary number, that your business needs to gross $8,000. That means your business needs to sell, you need to sell $8,000 worth of your services in order to roughly be able to take home $4,000. Now, guys, people have different expenses and needs and live in different parts of the world, and taxes and all those things vary. So that's just a very rough but somewhat generate estimate. I think if you're grossing 4K, you should probably be able to, grossing 8K, you should probably be able to take home 4K, all right? So this brings us to setting your rates and what do you charge. So huge mistake to look around you and see what everybody else is charging. Huge mistake. Also huge mistake to look around you and think, gosh, what can all these people afford? I call that climbing into other people's wallets. First of all, don't ever base your rates on other massage therapists, because trust me, you guys, I've talked to hundreds and probably thousands of you. Most massage therapists are not thinking strategically about their rates. So if you copy their lack of strategy, then you're going to be, gosh, I wanted to drop an F-bomb. You're going to be screwed. So don't assume that other massage therapists have utilized good pricing strategy. Don't copy them. A lot of massage therapists out there doing really bad, unskillful things in business, okay? So don't copy them. So the bottom line is that you have to be able to look at what it is that you need to make in your practice. Like, only you know your financial needs. Nobody gets to tell you how much money you should make. That's your business. That's up to you. If you want to make $3,000 a month and that makes you super stoked, awesome. If you want to make $7,000 a month and you're just absolutely thrilled about that, cool. If you would just die if you were making less than $10,000 a month, rock on, okay? It is totally 100% your business, like totally up to you how much money you want to earn in your career. All right? So everybody get that straight. There's no right number. There's no, is this too much? Is this too little? It literally has to do with you and your financial needs, okay? So start there. How much must you make in order to cover your nut every month? Like to cover your basic living needs, your rent or your mortgage, your car payment, those types of things, your living expenses. And if you don't know that, you should not be running a business. All right. So that's step one, is get that sorted out for yourself. How much must you take home in a paycheck every single month in order to just cover your bases? But also, you guys, I'm really not interested in you just surviving. Okay, I want to know, how much do you need in order to thrive? You should be able to have plenty to save for retirement. You should be saving 10% of everything your business earns and everything you earn in separate savings accounts so that you are starting to build longevity and financial security for yourself, okay? So super important to do that first, and then decide how much you need to bring home through your massage practice, okay? And then yesterday we talked about this. You're going to double that number, and that's going to give you roughly what your gross revenue goal ought to be so that you can pay yourself that paycheck of half of whatever your gross revenue goal is, okay? So that's going to determine your hourly rate. I literally just got off the phone with somebody today who did a discovery call with me. Let me just look at the numbers here. Hold on. I think I've got her numbers in front of me. Okay, so this is somebody who practices in the United States and wanted to make $3,000 to $4,000 a month in take-home pay. Okay, that's what she decided she needed in order to feel good and to have enough and not be counting pennies at the grocery store and be able to do all the great things with her kids that she wants to do and all that stuff. Okay, so then she said she wants to take home $3,000 a month and she's charging $70 an hour. So of course I took the $3,000, which is her paycheck, doubled it, so that's $6,000. I wish I could write this, you guys. I should do this with a whiteboard behind me so that you can see it. Massage therapists usually don't love math and numbers, wrong hemisphere of the brain. So we doubled it, so $6,000, and then we divide it by the hourly rate, $70 an hour. All right, which comes up to 86 sessions a month. And then I divided 86 sessions by 4.5 weeks, and that yielded that she would need to be doing 20 sessions a week at $70 an hour in order to gross $6K so she can take home $3K. Are you guys with me? Is this making sense? Okay, so you may want to write that down as you watch this. Go back and watch it with something to write with and do those numbers yourself. Okay, so that's what we came out with. So, okay, you need to do 20 sessions a week at $70 an hour, week in, week out, in order to gross $6K a month. Well, she says to me, well, crap, I really only want to see 15 clients a week because I teach yoga, I do all these other things. And I was like, oh, okay, well then what does that tell us, you guys? What does that tell us? What do the numbers tell us? She's not charging enough to do 15 sessions a week. She's got to do 20. So guys, would you rather do 15 sessions a week and gross $6K, or would you rather do 20 sessions a week and gross $6K? Kind of a no-brainer, right? So then we just reverse engineered it. And what we came up with was that she needs to be charging $88 a session. Okay. Now her question was, well, how do I do that? Because that's raising my rates like $18. I'm kind of scared in the market and all that stuff, which gets way deeper into the pricing strategies and mindset strategies and the importance of having a niche and dialed in marketing messaging. And that's what I teach my students in my mentoring program, right? So really easy to figure out, what do you need to be charging in order to gross the amount of revenue that your business needs to gross so that you can pay yourself the kind of paycheck that you want to pay yourself as an employee of your own business. Okay? That's how you figure it out, you guys. And look, obviously, the bigger the number, if you want to gross $10K a month, working 20 hours a week, you need to be charging about 100 and something bucks an hour. I can't do the math off the top of my head, but I do that calculation all day, so I know it yields something in that neighborhood, all right? That's it. That's how you set your rates. Can you see that has nothing to do with what everyone else is charging? Literally nothing to do with it. I don't care what other people charge. It's like crazy. Even as a coach now, there's coaches that charge nothing and coaches that charge a lot, and I don't even care. I charge what I need to charge in order to take care of my business's needs and my family's needs. It's nobody else's opinion what I charge. Now, that being said, there's this thing that goes around our circles a lot as a massage therapist where people say, charge what you're worth, charge what you're worth. And you know what? That's crazy. That's dumb. How can you charge what you're worth? How do you put a value on a soul? Give me a value of everything you've invested into your massage career. I mean, you could literally come up with a dollar value, like school cost me $15,000 and I bought a massage table and that was $800, and then I took some CEUs and that was another $2,000. Like, you could literally add up how much money you've invested into your education, but give me a price tag on the sacrifices you've made. Give me a price tag on the courage that it took for you to quit your crappy ass job and go for your dreams. In my case, as a prenatal massage specialist, give me a price tag on the experience of giving birth to my children. You can't put a price tag on that. And all of those things, my knowledge and wisdom and experience and heart and soul and compassion and all of that stuff, I bring that to my clients, and so do you. And you can't put a price tag on that. So it's not possible to charge what you're worth because you're priceless. So instead, you have to find a way to be worth whatever it is that you charge. And that's how pricing is irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you think other people will pay your rates. You find a way that makes it worth it for them to pay your rates. you know? And so much of that has to do with messaging, which again, we talked about yesterday. So many massage therapists struggle to make a living because they have no clue about their messaging. They're not conveying value in their messaging. So that's something to think about, right? Okay, let me know, you guys, in this. I know a bunch of you are watching me live right now. Feel free to interact, ask me any questions, or comment on that. But let me just riff here for just a couple more minutes on a couple other reasons why I think massage therapists don't charge enough and are lowering their rates. Actually, this is a little tirade I'm going to go on for just a minute. Okay, like seriously, some of you are charging $60 an hour. I want to reiterate, I was charging $60 an hour 20 years ago. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. If you're still charging $60 an hour for massage, you're not even up with like inflation, at least in this country, the United States. I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. Also, you guys, what you charge has nothing to do with a saturated market. And if other massage therapists are charging less to compete with each other, I think that's super shitty. And here's why. Pardon my French, but I just get a little fired up about this. It's a race to the bottom. Why? Just tell me what the wisdom is in undercutting everybody. Oh, this person over here charges $80 an hour. Well, I only charge $70. That's another reason why massage therapists are not charging enough and are undercutting their rates and all that, is because the only thing they think to compete on is price. That's crazy. Because what I do is very different from what Sherry Graham does. What Sherry does is very different from what Elijah Castillo does. And what Elijah Castillo does is very different than what Adrian Pearl does. And Naomi Hauta and Claritza. I mean, you guys see what I'm saying? Okay? Why would you say that it is not apples to apples? It's not apples to apples. So it's super weak to look at what somebody else is charging and then undercut them. Because, again, you're not even the same. You can't compare. And if the only thing you have to compete on is price, then trust me, you have much bigger problems. Okay? We're not just competing on price. If you're competing on price, I'm going to make an assertion and a bold statement here. You don't have a clue who you are. If you're competing on price, you have no clue who you are and what you're charging for. And one of the biggest things that I help my students do in my mentoring program is they get clear about who they are and what they're here to do. See, when a lot of people come to me to help build a practice, they're like, I don't know how to get clients. I don't know how to make money. I don't know how to run a business. Rebecca, help me. I'm drowning. I'm suffering. I'm struggling. Help me. That's what they think their problem is. But those are symptoms of a much deeper problem, which is you don't know who you are. Or you feel like an imposter. Or you have somehow gotten, you've lost touch with who you are. Or you've piled on a heap of limiting beliefs and negative emotions that are preventing you from experiencing who you are. And it is my job to help you connect with and pull out your biggest gifts and present them to the world. Because if you're offering your gifts to the world, there's massive value in that. You know, somebody put a price tag on again, I'm going to use my prenatal examples because that's my jam, okay? You know, a massage therapist like myself who's given birth 3 times at home, who's also a doula, who's helped over 50 women give birth, who's an expert in natural childbirth, who's an expert in fetal positioning. I've turned 18 babies in labor. I've helped posterior babies, you know, like I have mad skills in this arena. You know, put a price tag on sparing a woman from a traumatic birth. Put a price tag on it. All the skills that make me me, my superpowers, my abilities, my 20 years as a coach, my all of those things, right? You put a price tag on that. And so when I am talking to a prospective client and we frame it that way, and it's like, what is a C-section? What does an unnecessary C-section and birth trauma cost you? Well, C-section costs you at least $10,000, and you can't put a price on trauma. It can cost you your life. Well, then I would say to people, well, lucky for you, I only charge $1,200 for doula services, which, by the way, you guys, is like double what a lot of doulas were charging at the time. twice as much. But it's all about how you convey it. And you can't even begin to build a pricing strategy and sell your services if you don't know who you are, and you don't own your power, and you don't own your value, and you're not totally in your own corner about your own awesomeness. And sometimes we just are so afraid to own that because we don't want to look cocky, we don't want to look arrogant, we don't want to come across as prideful or pushy. But you guys, if you're not standing for your value, who is? If you're not connected to your awesomeness, who's gonna be? If you can't own your beauty and your brilliance and your bravery and your power, who else is going to? You're gonna be dependent on your clients to shore up your self-esteem, and that's called codependency, and it's really unhealthy. Okay, trust me on that one. All right, let me pause for a second. I want to see a bunch of comments here, so let me just see what you guys are saying, and then we're just gonna make this short and sweet because I'm just in between coaching appointments right now. But as you guys may be aware, we've got one more Sunday live Q&A that's going to be this week. Then I'm going to be off next week, and starting in June, we're not going to do live Q&As on Sunday. We're just going to do pop-up live streams on various topics and things like that throughout the week, which I'm super excited about. Are you guys excited about that? We get a dose of coaching and inspiration and tips and all that stuff. You guys are going to get that 5, maybe even 6 days a week if you're lucky. Okay, so hi, Michelle. Things are going amazing with me. Thank you for asking. Truly, things are amazing. I love my life. I have the best. I just have the best life. Things are awesome. Naomi, great to see you, my dear. Love watching your progress. And you too, Daniel. Clarissa says, not good to base on someone else's because someone else's bills are not the same as yours. Yeah, exactly, Clarissa. And that's exactly. I agree 100%. What's up, Rockstar Sarah? And Naomi says, pricing based on my student rates upon graduating was one of my biggest mistakes in practice. Yeah. You guys, when I first came out of massage school, when I was 18 in 1995, I was charging $25 an hour. So cute. Because that's what we charged in the student clinic, right? And then after that, I had one of my first skills mentors that just was like, you're dumb and you need to be charging at least $40 an hour. Again, you guys, this is in 1995. Okay, so 96, I like doubled my rates to like $40 an hour. That was awesome. You know, some of you are still charging that. I just want to slap you. I just want to slap you. You guys can't live on that. All right. What's up, Chrissy, Sherry? Okay, let's see. Let me get down to some, let's see if there's any more questions or comments. Yes, Jenny, you're welcome. Laura says, amen. Haley says, preach. And hi from Arkansas. So great. Yes. Hi, Adrian. Okay, good. Yes, Adrian. Good, good, good. Hi, Katie. Love you. So proud of you. I know, Laura, we love Sundays, but you know what I decided? Because I teach my students all the time, your business needs to work for you. Your practice should work for you. And I've decided it no longer works for me and my family for me to get back into work mode on Sunday nights. So I'm taking back my own Sundays, and I know that you will all support me in that, because that's about having healthy boundaries and things like that. And I'm not saying I'm not going to pop in on Sundays. I'm just taking something off of my schedule on Sundays so that I can really be fully present with my kids and all of that stuff. So I know you guys won't have any problem with that. And you'll just get shorter doses of me throughout the week, so we'll still be able to party. Oh, Daniel, I freaking love you. Yep, see you in a bit. See you on we've got a coaching call for my academy starting in 30 minutes. So, by the way, those of you that have not had the opportunity to work with me and my top-notch world-class team, you guys, I am quite convinced we have the best coaching program on the planet for massage therapists building businesses. So if you're interested in that, just post in the comments. We'll get you the link to apply for my program. Good news too, I also have just trained and hired 2 enrollment coaches. So you will either be talking to me or 2 of my amazing enrollment coaches about the program. You guys, these 60-minute calls we do are life-changing. Whether you enroll in the program or not, look, it may not even be a good fit. We'll tell you if it's not. Right? It's just to look and see, and you're going to get total clarity about what's holding you back and total clarity about what steps you need to take in order to get where you want to go. Okay, so please, like, do yourselves a favor and do us a favor, because we freaking love you and we love to serve you. Schedule a call with me or my team. It'll just pick whoever is available. It'll assign you to whomever, whether that's me or Monique or Amy. But we really love you guys and we're here to serve you. You do not need to struggle. Help is just a phone call away. All right. So, all right, let's see. Yeah, thank you, Haley. Thank you for supporting me in self-care. I do. And I'm just really, really enjoying, like last Sunday was Mother's Day and I was able to just like, you know, really just have a day off and truly be able to relax and go be with my mom and my sisters and my kids. And I have a big ass family, you guys. You guys know I have 8 siblings. I'm one of 9 children from the same 2 parents. Big Mormon family. All right. So it was just nice to like unplug and just be with my peeps. So I appreciate you supporting that. And I'm really committed that you guys get a ton of value out of doing shorter, more frequent live streams. Okay. So yeah, cool. Thank you. Do it, everyone. Daniel says, do it. Daniel tells everybody they should do my program because it's amazing. Oh, Katie, I love you. Katie says she's correct. I have a thriving solo practice because of this program. So true. And so does Nikki. So do lots of people here. So, all right, you guys, that's it for today. I'll be back, hopefully tomorrow. I've got a few more thoughts about why it is that massage therapists are totally undercharging themselves. But post any comments you have. Let me know if you agree, disagree, any questions that you have. I will pop in again tomorrow. We'll continue this conversation because it's a good one. All right, you guys. And the thing I want to leave you with is I want you thinking about who are you? What are you really bringing to the table? What are your gifts? It's not just massage therapy. That's so inadequate. That is woefully inadequate to convey really what you provide and what you bring to people. I always tell my students, your misery is your ministry. The struggles and the things that you have overcome are these gems and gifts, and you can shine a light in the darkness for your clients. Even if you're only 2 steps ahead of them, you're still 2 steps ahead of them, and you can be a saving grace. You can be somebody who can help bring hope to them, help bring healing, relief, and those types of things to them. So I'd love for you to be considering that, and if you want to share that, put in the comments below, and just really think about what is it behind your desire to do massage therapy? Where do you want to give your gifts? What are your unique gifts and superpowers and abilities and all that good stuff, okay? Can't wait to hear from you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.